Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin the commencement ceremony, I have a few announcements. State law prohibits smoking in a lake arena. Women's and men's facilities are on the first floor lobby and the northwest corner of the second floor. First aid facilities are located in the first floor lobby. In the event of an emergency evacuation, guests will be guided to one of the exit doors located throughout the arena. Ushers are available to assist you should the need arise. As we celebrate this joyous occasion, an occasion that reminds us to be respectful in our attitudes and actions, we ask that you silence all electronic devices. During the awarding of the diplomas, please hold your applause to the end so the names of all candidates may be heard. When taking pictures, please be mindful of those around you and do not block the aisles. We ask all candidates to be respectful of their fellow graduates and remain seated throughout the ceremony. After the singing of the alma mater, we ask that everyone remain standing while the platform party, faculty, and graduates exit the arena floor. Thank you for your attention. We will begin the ceremony shortly.
Good afternoon, candidates for graduation. Good afternoon to your families and guests, the platform party, my colleagues on the faculty and staff here with us today. I want to welcome everyone to our campus and thank you for participating in this celebration for all these exceptional graduates. This afternoon, our speakers will share their thoughts and words of inspiration with you. Then President Martin will recite the incantations that will transform you officially into college graduates. At the end of this time-honored ritual, you will rise from your chair and process as a group away from your time with us, pass through those doors, and step into the brightness of the promising future that awaits you as graduates of Florida Gulf Coast University. Now it is my honor to call to order these exercises for the 2019 spring semester, the 48th commencement ceremony for Florida Gulf Coast University.
Thank you, Professor McDonald. Good, I guess it's afternoon or evening, either one. Good afternoon and evening. I'm Mike Martin, and I'm proud to be the president of FGCU. On behalf of all of Gulf Coast University, Florida Gulf Coast University, I want to welcome this 48th commencement ceremony. Please remain standing, or rise if you're not standing, for the invocation by Reverend John Roth, and then remain standing and sing along with the national anthem being led by Dr. Jeannie Darnell and the Suncoast Brass Quintet. Jeannie? Or Doc?
Let us pray. O Lord our God, the God of hope, the God of promise, you have been with these students through the years here at FGCU and for many years before. Before they even knew how to walk, you were walking beside them. Before they had a thought, you knew them by name. Before their first breath, you breathed life into them, all by your grace. You have saved them from perils, blessed them with many victories, and given them countless opportunities through all-nighters and team projects, through Greek formals and service learning, through dorm food and drama productions, through anxious exams and deep-felt doubts, through dates and breakups, parties and poetry, beauty and boredom. And now, we thank you this day because they are ready to soar. Many of us here today, celebrating with them, recall our own graduation when we were a colloidal suspension of chutzpah, naivete, arrogance, prowess, and pheromones. Thinking we were going to change the world, not realizing we needed to first change our character. Expecting the world to pay attention to our ideas, not recognizing the need to pay attention to our world, to hear its hurts and feel its needs. Lord, could this be the generation graduating today to do what we were unable to do in our lives because we were too full of ourselves, too concerned with our careers and comfort level? Could they find the cure for malaria or Ebola or Parkinson's or Alzheimer's? Could someone here discover how to alleviate the abject poverty of billions of our fellow citizens in this world? Could a group of them together move the current political polarization beyond self-sealing logic and self-justifying memes to a place of solution and service? Could these engineers develop a system to humanize technology so it serves us rather than uses us? Could these business majors develop a workplace that both inspires, encourages, and improves society at large, not just the bottom line? Could they advance society not simply by skill or technology, but by becoming more humane and caring, more compassionate and cooperative, where they display love and joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and yes, even self-control? This, O Lord, is our prayer today for them, but for all of us. Their learning has just begun, may it never end. Their lives so vibrant and open, may they never be closed off to others nor to you. And their loving has just begun. May it continue with you into eternity. This we pray for us all. Amen.
seated? Thank you, Reverend Roth, and thank you, Dr. Darnell. This ceremony is patterned after a ritual that has been repeated through the centuries of higher education and throughout the world. The robes we wear and the symbols of the ceremony found their origins in the Middle Ages. The mace is a symbol of the authority of the university. But the spirit of commencement is modern, always new, and always focused on the future. At this time, let me introduce the university trustees and other members of the platform party. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing. FGCU Board of Trustees Vice Chair, Robbie Repsdorf. University Trustee, Richard Eide Jr. University Trustee, Joseph Fogg III. Student Speaker and University Trustee, FGCU Student Body President, Joshua Ballin. Dean of the UA Whitaker College of Engineering, Dr. Richard Beer. Dean of the Lutgard College of Business, Dr. Robert Bob Beatty. And let me pause for a moment. Thank Bob for his many years of service and commitment to this institution. He's moving on to a new adventure in Texas. We wish you well and thank you much, Bob. Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Don Kirby. Dean of Library Services, Dr. Kathleen Miller. ACE Fellow and Executive Director of the Honors College at Western Kentucky University, Dr. Craig Cobain. Chair of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, Jesse Bouchard. Director of the for Alumni Relations, Kim Wallace. Our invocation speaker, Reverend Dr. John Roth, Thrive Community Church Campus Ministries. Director of Accelerated Collegiate Experience and University Reader, Rebecca Jones. Director of Exploratory Advising and University Reader, Allison Bachagalupe. Director of Graduate Studies, Francesco Marquez. Vice President of Student Success and Enrollment Management, Dr. Mitchell Cordova. Our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Edwin Everham. Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. James Lorenz, and of course, University Marshal, Faculty Senate President, University Trustee, Dr. Michael McDonald. Sitting in the front row are the college marshals, and as your name is called, please stand so we can acknowledge your service. Regina Beard from the library, Dr. Scott Lee from the Lutgard College of Business, and Dr. Ferdinand Gonzalez from the UA Whitaker College of Engineering. Thank you very much. And also here is our Director of the Honors College, Dr. Clay Motley. Thank you. And you may be seated. Yeah. I would like to thank the members of the FGCU Foundation Board and other friends of the university who are here. There are many too many to call their names, but I do want you to note that there are many who join us for these ceremonies who devote their time, their energy, and their resources to making this a better university for everyone who comes through these doors, and all of you who will now exit those, at least as you start your new life, but we hope you come back. And now let me introduce the university's Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. James Lorenz.
Thank you, President Martin. It is a great honor to serve this institution as Chief Academic Officer and be a part of this special ceremony. It is my distinct pleasure at this time to introduce our Spring 2019 student speaker, President of Student Government and University Trustee, Mr. Joshua Ballin. Mr. Ballin is a junior studying Resort and Hospitality Management and a founding father of Lambda Alpha chapter of Alpha Tau Omega. Joshua was born in Fort Lauderdale and was elected student body president this past April. Additionally, Mr. Ballin serves as a member of the FGCU Board of Trustees. Please welcome our student speaker, Mr. Joshua Ballin.
Good evening, everyone. Are you all excited? So before I begin, I want to recognize some people who are here with us today. The amazing faculty and staff at this university, as well as those sitting behind me, are incredibly hardworking individuals who do everything in their control to do one thing: provide us with an exceptional educational experience. At Florida Gulf Coast University, we learn not just the content related to our major, but rather how to be impactful and compassionate citizens of our world. Thank you all for your commitment to student success, as we would not be here today without you. It is an honor and privilege to speak to you all today. There are so many highly acclaimed individuals on this stage and in this room, while I, a 21-year-old from a small town in North Carolina, has been chosen to impart wisdom on the meaning of life and what it means to be a college graduate. I will do my best and hope that my trip to the Writing Center pays off. Graduates, faculty, parents, relatives, undergraduates, and old people that like to randomly show up to university events, good evening and congratulations to the Florida Gulf Coast University class of 2019. College is not easy. In fact, it could go down as some of the hardest years in a person's life. During these 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7 years, each of us has learned so much about ourselves and the meaning of life. Together, through the ups and downs, we have matured from young, naive teenagers to aspiring young adults, each of us eager to meet the challenges of the real world. Our experiences have shaped us into the individuals we are today, and we are ready to take the next step in our lives. Some of us will further our education, others will enter into the working world, and some will move back home before taking the next step in their life. Regardless of your choice, we all have one thing that is uniquely ours, and that is 4 years of everlasting memories and the motivation to achieve and obtain our every wish. This is what we call the FGCU effect. At Florida Gulf Coast University, we have a unique requirement that was implemented by the university's first president, Dr. Roy McTarnigan. In order for each student to graduate, they must complete a minimum of 80 service hours. Dr. McTarnigan believed that engaging in service provided students with the opportunity to become active members of their community and have a lasting positive impact on society at large. FGCU has instilled a campus culture in which students see value in participating in service opportunities that give them the chance to do something that is greater than themselves. The group sitting in front of me today has set the standard of what that looks like. These individuals have touched the lives of thousands of people across not only the Southwest Florida community, but the world, and they are just getting started. Each of these unique and fulfilling experiences has taught them that being a great citizen is rewarding. Our generation is astonishing because almost everyone you meet wants to impact the world in some way, and this group is doing it. This is the FGCU effect. Life will not always be easy, though, and it's important to remember to take time for yourself and enjoy the journey. You have fostered relationships and created meaningful memories with people that you love that will last forever. Hold on to those, as they have helped you build your foundation of who you are. Remember that times will not always be easy, and that focusing on yourself and your mental well-being is the most important thing you can do in your life. Always make sure to devote time for yourself and don't let others get in your way. Being a college graduate will be hard at first, but if you stick to your values, they will act as a moral compass that will guide you through the peaks and valleys of life. Remember that life is too short to be wasting time on things that don't matter to you. Set goals and devote yourself to achieving those goals. Each of us has the power to impact the world. Just remember your purpose and keep climbing until you get to where you want to be. You might fall along the way, but failure is just a detour that diverts us to a path that takes us in a better direction. I have faith that the Florida Gulf Coast University class of 2019 will make a difference in the world. As you part ways today and begin the next chapter of your journey, remember that life is the most precious thing we have. Hold on to the memories you made here and the people that you love. Everyone wants to live a life full of meaning, but remember that it's important to take a moment to think about what life is truly about. Remember to remain humble and stay hungry in everything that you do. I wish you all the best of love, luck, and happiness this world can bring to you, because above everything else, you deserve it. Thank you, and go Eagles.
Thanks, Joshua. Much appreciated. You'll notice that Josh is wearing a 2019 medallion, which symbolizes that he's made a commitment already to the Florida Gulf Coast University's foundation, which helps supports a whole variety of programs here on this campus and beyond, actually. If others of you are wearing those same medallions, thank you for your support. You're on your journey to philanthropy. And for those of you who haven't, give it some thought. It's a good investment. Let me give you a little context for our speaker today. This is the 21st year of FGCU, and we thought it was important for people on this campus and those who are here to see the people, at least a small sample of those, who brought us through our first 2 decades as we launch our 3rd decade. So each of our commencement speakers has been one of our founding faculty. And I'm delighted today to get introduced to you one of those special people. Dr. Edwin Wynn Everham was a professor here from 1996 when we launched this place and has been committed to it ever since. He's a professor of marine and ecological sciences. He received his PhD in environmental and forest biology from the State University of New York. His research is centered on the responsive ecosystems to a variety of different disturbances. There's a lot of great technical stuff I could read to you that Wynn's done while he's been here, but it's a lot of language I don't understand very well, and he has urged me to truncate it a bit, but I do want to make it a bit more personal. First of all, you'll note, and Wynn points this out all the time, he looks very much like George Lucas, the movie maker. He's not, but it is Wynn Everham. But more importantly, I would have guessed this in the time I've been here. If you polled the 35,000 plus alums that have come through FGCU and say, name the person that so most personifies your time and your relationships at FGCU, that sort of makes you feel as though you know the place, I would be willing to bet a very sizable number would say Wynn Everham. Absolutely. I've come to know Wynn, and I want you to know that every faculty member on this campus is my favorite. But Wynn is among my favoritist. And so it's a delight today to introduce to you Professor Edwin Wynn Everham.
Thanks, Mike. It really is my honor to be asked to address you today for, I guess, one final lecture. Yeah, I'm not George Lucas. I'll try to work in a little bit of Star Wars. This is likely the only time that you're going to receive a bachelor's degree or receive a master's degree, or that I'll be asked to give a commencement speech. So let's not miss this chance. Before we get started, could you guys get your phones out? I'm not going to ask you to turn them off. I thought we could all do selfies now. So get your phone out, shoot a picture of you while I'm giving my talk. Mike, Jim, would you guys come up and do a selfie with me?
We'll see if he knows how to do it.
Yeah, I think I practiced. Right? Wait, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, now you got it. You got it. All right.
Did you get, sorry, I was concentrating on mine. I hope you guys got yours too. I don't know if you'll remember anything that I say today, but I hope that you'll at least have a picture of this moment. It's a good moment. You earned it. It's a great day for you, for your family, for your friends. And take some time today, for what's left of it, to just let that soak in a bit. Take a moment now, too, to remember the folks who didn't make it, who found balancing school with work and life too tough and had to leave. Or maybe who are no longer with us, but we wish that they were here today, sitting next to us or in the stands watching. One of my favorite poets, Wendell Berry, includes a line from his poem, Elegy, "We are who we have lost." So let's think about that. My job is to try to put the last 4 or more years into perspective, but to do it quickly. I wrote 106 sentences. You've heard 12 of them. There's 94 to go. It's going to take me about 8 minutes. I, of course, researched my task The longest commencement speech on record was given at Harvard College about 200 years ago. It lasted more than 6 hours. It was delivered first in Latin and then repeated in Greek. I don't speak either of those. I know a little bit of Chichewa from the time that my wife and I spent in Malawi with the Peace Corps, and I'll try to work that in at the end. The shortest I could find was at a high school commencement in the 1990s, and I'll repeat that right now. Feelings, adventures, ideas. Just those 3 words. Perhaps I should just stop right there. I'm not gonna, but perhaps I should. As Mike said, I was asked to talk to you today because I was here in 1997 when the doors opened. I was here for the first commencement. This commencement, your commencement, I think is the first where probably most of you were not born when the university opened. This institution's life spans yours. And I wanted to make a couple observations about the change that's happened here during your life. When FGCU opened its doors in 1997, we had a total enrollment of 2,200 students. And since then, we've grown by 700%. Mike mentioned, I just heard this for the first time, that the size of the flock of alumni Eagles is 35,000. You know, from being here the first day, that number seems amazing to me. At our first commencement, we were anxiously awaiting, after 15 years, the rebirth of the Star Wars franchise. It was the 4th film, although somehow it became Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. All of my course files were being transferred from 5.5-inch floppy disks to the new 3.5-inch hard disks that were wicked cool because they could hold 1.4 megabytes of data. We didn't know how we could fill them up. The picture you just took would have filled that one up. I had a cell phone. It was thicker than this. With it, I could make phone calls. And then I think it was the next year that I got the next coolest phone, which was about the same size, but it folded over. We called them flip phones. With that phone, I could make phone calls. I couldn't even access MySpace because MySpace didn't exist for another 4 years. Wow, things have changed. Now I've got this. Some of those changes haven't necessarily been for the better. 200 years ago, in that torturous 6-hour commencement address, I imagine that the graduates were warned about the coming changes in the world, the challenges ahead of them, as probably most commencement addresses have in the 200 years since. I'm an environmental scientist. I study our interactions with the environment. I do need to take a minute to tell you that regardless of your news feed, sea levels are rising, climate is getting warmer, and the weather is getting weirder. That's just the truth, you guys. Well, that feels good, because I remember times when I've said that where I didn't get a clap. Ecology is not rocket science. It's a lot more complicated than that, as is economics, as is politics. You were all required to take the university colloquium course. I remember when that curriculum decision was made, and I stand by our commitment to get you to engage these kinds of issues in an interdisciplinary way. The answers will not come from me. The answers have to come from us. And I believe that last year's water woes taught us that our economy is tied to how we nurture the place we live. It also should teach us that our ability to engage these problems is tied to a healthy economy. If we can't plan for the needs of the future if we can't meet our needs today. But I believe that in your lifetime, we'll figure out how to put people on this land without polluting the water downstream. I believe we'll figure out how to move people around without pumping too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. I believe we will power our economies in ways that do not depend on depleting non-renewable resources. I believe we'll do this. I was looking back to see if Pastor Roth was still there, but he told me he was going to sneak out because he has to work tomorrow. He's been here all day, like everybody up here, right? I want to answer his question that he did in an invocation, and I believe that you will do this. Yoda said in the second film, which became episode 5, there is no try, only do. We'll get her done. As Josh said, you are also required to complete service learning hours, many of the legacies of our first president, Dr. Roy McTurnigan, and I believe in that too. Not because of the service that you did, but because of what the service does to you. I hope in the hours that you had to put in, that you found some of those moments like my wife and I did in Africa, where you realized that giving to others pays back tenfold. I hope that you'll always find ways to work service into your life. I'm incredibly lucky to have found a job that I love. I love being an environmental scientist, wrestling with some of the challenges of our time. I love that a faculty position also has the expectation of service. I don't know if you realize that, but we're asked also to do service to the campus, to the community, to our profession. And I love most being a teacher, where I feel like every day I've got a chance to make a difference. And I love doing all of those here with all of you. It took me 16 years after my bachelor's degree, 4 other jobs in graduate school to get here though. So I will say now, sorry, on this wonderful day, be patient. Today you've achieved one great dream, and I think let the next dream unfold as it does. And while it does, try to find ways to continue to give back to your community. It'll nurture your soul, maybe lead you on to the next dream. Consider service to this place. My colleagues sitting down here on my right worked hard to prepare you for what's next. Some of the people up on the stage today have given guest presentations in your courses. You've had a wonderful environment to study in here. My colleagues weren't told they had to come. They came here to see you leave. Sorry, probably said that wrong. Really, they're here to share your joy. This will always be your campus. We'll always be your family. Come back and see us. I think it will also nurture your soul to remember to try to bring balance to your life. It's really not all about work. Life's going to challenge you. We all face those challenges. Some of you probably almost didn't make it here today. We're all glad you're here. Remember that we share the human condition, but some of us, poets, artists, writers, musicians, have a gift for seeing a path through those challenges. My favorite poet right now is William Stafford. He had a contract with the U.S. Forest Service to write what they called pull-out poems to be placed along the highway in the National Forest in Washington State, like a nature or historical interpretation sign. One of his poems is A Valley Like This. I'm gonna read it to you, it's quick. You gotta close your eyes and imagine that you're not in hot billiard table flat Florida. Sometimes you look out at an empty valley like this, and suddenly the air is filled with snow. This is the way the whole world happened. There was nothing, and then. But maybe sometime you'll look out, and even the mountains are gone. The world becomes nothing again. What can a person do to bring back the world? We have to watch it, and then look at each other. Together, we hold it close and carefully save it like a bubble that can disappear if we don't watch out. Please think about this as you go on. Breathe on the world. Hold your hands to it. When mornings and evenings roll along, watch how they open and close, how they invite you to the long party that your life is. Now that poem's important to me, and I get it if you think I just wasted 47 seconds of my 8 minutes. The truth is, I'm not sure what all Stafford means in there. I'm not exactly sure what he means by the mountains being gone, but that's okay. You know, there are no more final exams. That deserves a clap. There are no more final exams. Nobody should tell you anymore that you have to memorize what that poem or piece of art or song is supposed to mean. It's up to you now to find meaning. That's part of what you'll do. Almost there, you guys. Finally, let me end with suggesting that Yoda was wrong. There can be try. There should be try. Think for a moment about something that you remember from one of your classes from these last years. Maybe that's tough today because you got other things on your mind, but think back about one moment when you learned something that stuck with you, and chances are good that you remembered it from making a mistake. There's something powerful in us that resists failure, that makes mistakes memorable, that leads to learning. Take some chances. Make mistakes. Keep learning. Parents, I hope you'll forgive me for that. I really do believe that too many opportunities are missed from fear of going through a door. But my son Luke, who graduated from FGCU, which is a bachelor's degree, has gone on to earn a master's in mathematics, and he'll be graduating next week. I'm going to tell him Yoda was right. There is no try. Get a job. I couldn't do this in 3 words. If I had had 4, my 4 words would have been hope, service, poetry, and mistakes. In Chichewa, they have a saying, Yendani Bueno, which literally means travel well. But when you translate it in the cultural context, it means be safe, find joy. So, Yendani Bueno. And to celebrate this day, your graduation day, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Go Eagles.
Thank you, Dr. Abraham. It is now my privilege this afternoon to recognize one of our highly distinguished faculty members, Dr. Monica K. Renard. Dr. Renard, professor of management in the Lutgard College of Business, has taught negotiation, human resources, compensation, staffing, international hotel, hospitality and restaurant management, labor management relations, and other subjects, or human resources management, what it is, I'm sorry. She is retiring after 20 years of service to FGCU and over 35 years of teaching. Dr. Renard earned her PhD from the University of Maryland, College Park in Human Resource Management in 1992. Her dissertation won a Best Dissertation Award at the Academy of Management for her work on negotiation and compensation issues. She continued her education on, in quotes, all things negotiation at the program on negotiation at Harvard Law during her sabbatical. Dr. Renard was chief negotiator for the local faculty union, UFF FGCU, for over 7 years, negotiating FGCU's first locally bargained labor contract, 2 follow-on 3-year contracts, several reopeners, and compensation studies. Her outstanding service to FGCU was recognized in 2006 when she won the University Individual Faculty Service Award. Dr. Renard has published her work in a wide variety of outlets, including the top journals in her field. Her most recent scholarship focused on creating experientials to enhance student learning. Dr. Renard has taught and presented her scholarship around the world, including the US, Germany, Austria, France, England, Italy, Hungary, and the Philippines. Today, Dr. Monica K. Renard is recognized as Professor Emeritus based on criteria established by the University Faculty Senate, including demonstrated excellence in teaching, scholarship, and service, and a record of demonstrated commitment to FGCU's mission. Professor Emeritus Renard, will you please step forward? Degrees will now be conferred. At FGCU, we award a growing number of advanced degrees that recognize postgraduate education in a range of disciplines. We offer 4 doctoral programs and more than 30 courses of study that lead to master's degrees. We are proud that 29 master's degrees are being awarded by FGCU at this commencement, including our inaugural first Master of Science in Engineering class today. Some of those eligible to receive recognition at today's ceremony have already started their new careers and are unable to attend. Will the master's candidates please rise for the conferral of your degrees?
Before I confer your degree, I want to offer a quick personal apology to all the graduates. It has been my long-standing tradition to shake everyone's hand, but one of the victims of old age is getting occasional vertigo. And so rather than risk ending up in the ferns, which would certainly throw off our pace, the deans are going to take my place. But thank you for all you've done, and please know how proud I am. So now let me do this. By the authority vested in me by the Florida Board of Governors and the Florida Gulf Coast University Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the master's degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Candidates, please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
You may be seated. The College Marshal for the Lutgert College of Business will now escort their master's recipients to the stage, followed by the UA Whitaker College of Engineering. The university readers, Ms. Rebecca Jones and Ms. Allison Bacigalupi, will introduce the individual graduates. We will call each graduate to the front of the floor to be recognized. Let me ask our guests to hold your applause and cheers to the end so that everyone may hear that one name you came to hear today.
Jenna Padilla, Robert Padilla, Carrie Riedel, Taylor Risco, Brittany Crawford, Austin Montgomery, Leslie Jones, Jessica Bouchard, Kathleen Wong, Hannah Suter, Lucas Vaz. And now the graduates from the College of Engineering. Eric Mead, Matthew Goddard, Nicholas Leitz, Sarah Storing, Braden Vaughn, Kathy Schmidt, Michael Hagee,
Will the new FGCU Masters graduates please rise? President Martin, Platform Party, faculty, family, and guests, join me in congratulating our graduate degree recipients. Please be seated. We will now confer the bachelor's degrees, which we award in more than 55 courses of study. We are pleased that 574 bachelor's degrees are being conferred at this commencement. Some of those eligible to receive recognition at today's ceremony have already started their new careers and are unable to attend. Will all bachelor's candidates please rise for the conferral of your degrees?
By the authority vested in me by the Florida Board of Governors and the Florida Gulf Coast University Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Candidates, please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. The class of 2019. You may be seated.
The College Marshal for Lutgett College of Business will now escort the bachelor's recipients to the front of the stage. The university readers, Ms. Rebecca Jones and Ms. Allison Bachkalupi, will introduce individual graduates.
Kristen Llewellyn. Natalie Finazzo. Elizabeth Saba. Courtney Cochran. Elizabeth House. Jeffrey Marsh. Tony Rizal Rosio. Jesus Sanchez. Edabi Jimon. Michael Estalos. Caitlin Koski. Lindsay Lewis. Shawnee Neer. Melissa Cass. Jennifer Robitaille. Nicholas Schaefer. Mark Miller. Matthew Stiglick. Christian Lorenz. Andres Velasquez. Andrew Stedry. Lakin Sesti. Samantha Colazzo. Alyssa Romano. Angela McVicker. Christina Fernandez. Tyler Stevens. Matthew Ramsey. Michael Irwin. Christina Walkew. Joan Gouchard. Cassidy Minervini. Nicholas Benedetto. Yvette Ramirez Lopez. David De Dios. Stephen Plackey. Ariel Koo. Meredith Dale. Christopher Michael Englert. Brian Fechter. Christopher Plate. Blake Young. Colin Pascarella. Logan Kearns. Samuel Dalton. Camilla Bedoya. Zachary Edwards. Kent Norris. Lauren Smith. Jordan Melliker. Antoinette Hansen. Kaylee Meehan. Katie Kearns. Cody Camerata. Megan Needham. Danielle Egland. Ashley DeBoer. Ashley McCachran. Samuel Palmisano. Erica Shell. Blake Williams. Bowers Cone. Jordan Davis. Kara DePool. Taylor Weber. Colleen Monahan. Anthony Cangelosi. Danielle Sapagulian. Gabriela Caballero Placeres. Jacob Betts. Tyler Evans. Caleb Leidick. Adam Dolan. Robert Vaughn. David Steinley. Avery Radens. Corey Duamy. Rachel Hardy. Megan Cruz. Justin Bodu. Nicholas Prunty. Benjamin Laughlin. Thor Parrish. Zachary Martin. Michael Canali. Michael Vasquez. Andrew Montgomery. Jacob Bird. Kyle Pimenta. Christopher Gray. Liam Spada O'Neill. Jessica Munoz. Mark Felbinger. Aaron Cohen. Colby Brooks. Emily Kuntz. Kyle Schulte. David Gorlicki. Mitchell McConnell. Dante Tamburi. Jacob Holler. Kayla Swinford. Omar Sanchez. Thomas Brady. Samantha Schrader. Grace Mistars. Tyler Walton. Connor Fermender. Nicholas Vargas. Zach Cohen. Elizabeth Nealon. Christopher Caruso. Andrew Bidwell. Dustin Smith. Chantel Chandonnet. Paige Mahoney. Cynthia Valencia. Mark Ramirez. Sophia Cuyar. Claudia Fishicu. Olivia Squilanti. Derek Jordan. Maria Belen Gautau. Nathan Wellman. Devon Catoni. Raylene DeLuca. Crystal Sindelaire. Tyler Hale. Andres Lazizera.
Just like you, phonetically.
Andres Alsina. Connor Meter. Connor Nels. Nicholas Breggio. Cameron Hilbert. Andrew London. Zachary Wernick. Nicholas de Guzman. Michaela Jones. Madison Goen. Ali Cantalupo. Miranda Arcelay. Riley Parks. Daniel Gilarte. Gerardo Lugo Trejo. Amanado Gato Umaru. Thank you. Gabriela Vasquez. Alberto Volpe. Alexander Nutter. Christopher Schoen. Mark Green. Carly Kotlarski. Matthew Picardi. Vanessa Rose. Chandler Smith. Mary Michael Berg. Madison Walker. Casey Spicer. River Brown. Nicholas Carbone. Jonathan Kaschek. Nancy Morrell. Emily Snars. Mitchell Coder. Jonathan P. Savage. Dante Ramirez. Dante Fredoloso. James Patterson. Kate Hansen. Catherine Fernandez. Lena Ramos. Taylor Thomas. Dina Mulligan. Danielle Chambers. Carla Henderson. Miranda Konadaris. Skylar Aromola. Mackenzie Davis. Colby Batchelor. William Ninesling. Carrington Jensen. Ryan Joseph Anderson. Zane Smith. Ryan Smith. Linda Shaw. Kylie Ebley. Christina Elmgreen. Hannah Whitman. Doris Eckhorn. Brianne Vasquez. Kelsey Holbert. Sharonda Pickering. Julia Escua. Felicita Elizabeth Drew. Tiffany Hegerdorn. Seth Thompson. Wilson Paris. Exo St. Cyr. Catherine Maximovich. Reagan Tilkey. Sean Zillig. Stephen Polizotto. Joseph Pelker. Glenn Guest. Aiden Collins. Austin Bile. Christopher Ripa. Scott Stout. Kevin McEltrott. Matthew Roberts. Striker Aberrell. Evan Axelrod. Kevin Schatz. Daniel Gorman. Jacob Horwitz. Matthew Albo. Elisa Clinsport. William Chenard. Ashley Jones. Victoria Tazi. Elizabeth Darling. Carlos Eduardo Zavala. Gabriel Alejandro Costioto. Sarah Navarro. Anthony Castagnaro. Chase Brown. Brian Spawn. Christopher Terada. Reagan Webb. Madison Tucker. Alexia Bonus. Jasmine Cohn. Damian Cespedes. Savannah Jones. Emily Long. Sophia Studer. Matthew Carroll. Seth Shackman. Cameron McLean. John Remick Carlson.
Definitely Tex.
Tex Andrews. Shay Jackson. Margaret Rick. Caitlin Cribdo. Stephen Mann. Kerry Dempsey. Antonio Barada. Jade Higgins. Magdalena Gonzalez. Natasha Cabernight. Rosara Martinez Orama. Cheyenne Green. Shanika Jarrett. Elena Gayson. Alyssa Johnson. Lisa Bayer. Amelia Ella Corto. Gabriela Cianfrocca. Joseph Malou. Jordan Schaefer. Audrey Fontaine. Paige Koch. Adriana Vega.
Just read the top.
Alejandro Oquendo. Morgan Shuga. Eve Matthew. Livia Chandler. Jacob Adamovich. Thomas Calandra. Krista Stegman. Dalton Roy. Georgia Lee Espino. Eric Caruega. Esteban Griego. Ian Strachan. Daynette Concepcion. Yadel Martinez. Lorenzo Rogers. Emily Cicchini.
Pay attention though, different letter.
Amanda Patterson. Matthew Peterson. Natasha Poser. Kevin Weinkoff. Trenton Zamniak. Carolina Amida. Fabian Rahifo. Cody Arnold. Seth Popma. Elisa North. Cody Frosch. McKinley Mara. Benjamin Schemmel. Kyle Trotwine. Zach Hill. Mariana Gautret. Abby Brennan. Kiefer Gordy. Joshua Dennison. Joseph Lasofskis Jr. Joshua Click. Louis Jara. Damon Padron. Deandra Morales. Brianna White. Kathleen Betts. Natalie Girardi. Nicholas Kazabucky. Marcos Camarena. Fernando Leyva. Chance Galloway. Sydney Greer. Connor Peck. Andrew Tweeten. Alfonso Diaz. Max Mulholland. Jessica Malone. Kennedy Mack. Benjamin Levin. Kenia Kahina. Samantha Mitchell. Zivko Andonovsky. Justin Vasquez. Mateo Pedro Mateo. Joshua Sloan. Jenna Gorman. Lauren Raponi. Quinn Rudler.
Salgado.
Samuel Salgado. Ellie Richard. Joseph Willett. Sebastian Weber. Sean Napersky. Michael Dunbar Jr. Tanner Crooks. Savannah Kelly. Amanda Forbes. Amanda Easterling. Sarah Vobble. Carly Ruff. Alana Duggan. Iris Reiner. Jamie Vargas. Luke Van Osdol. Jack Kinkelar. Troy Whitwer. Hiron Lambert. Kyle McClymans. Stephanie Ordonez. Grace Coldiron. Alejandra Maravilla Jimenez. Zachary Cadell. Grace Arzola. Robert Shea. Matthew Weinschreider. Frederick Sultan. Paige Backer. Nicole Steele. Jason Blunt. Laura Martinez. Samantha Smith. Rebecca Lynn. Danielle Steinloff. Jose Barroso. Jessica Butler. Kenedra McPherson. Melanie Ford. Dominique Mobley.
And now the graduates from the College of Engineering. Jirawat Harunkam. Christina Sharkey. Hunter Bedwell. Christian Bedwell. Robin Chin. Michael Simone. Daniel Stewart. Jet Medola. Brooke Combs. Damian Kistner. Julius Diaz Calvo. Hunter Shagnon. Chelsea Atkins. Edgar Maruvia Garon. Haley Ovenhouse. Brian Westheimer. Zachary Frederick. Daniela Fuenzolida. Tony Fang. Jeffrey Florent. Christian Vasquez. Juan Gomez. Esteban Tavel. Brian Cords. Christopher Mayu. Thomas Price Gudritis. Devin Raposo. Santiago Rubio. Gustavo Romero. Carissa Rhodes. Lauren Phillips. Nicole Nelson. Ivan Boatwright. Christopher Wyatt. Moises Martinez. Mitchell Donahue, Christian Benehan, Virgilio Balmori, Danny Santos, Alberto Otaño, Kristen Ladia, Mariah Irizarry, Sarah Perez Lopez, Amanda Black, Sandra Unhan Contreras, Isumar San Juan, William Avolia, Jose Vega Ariola, Jessica Westhafer, Kimberly Cayley, Caleb Coffin, Pedro Legrand Torres, Nicholas Norberg, Gage Ryan, Kevin Pucci, Pamela Peralta, Cesario Leos, Nathan Levy, Rolf Pierre, Brian Simmons, Brandon Dowler, Brandon Walters, Jessica Coates, Josh Willett, Alex Ramos, Lonnie Vega, Sydney Innes, Hunter Kimmer, Merrick Fuchs, John Dingman, Richard McCarrier, Eduardo Leon, Nicole Compress, Brandon Cunningham, Lucas Palmer, Blake Harvey, Robert Mather, Austin Brennan, Amos Joquin, Alec Houston, CJ Parker, Tanner Hoxford, Blake Sylvester, Andres Velosa, Jorge Nunez, Alex Broger, Christopher Landaverdi, Victor Fundora, Diego Escui, Taryn Vogel, Thomas James Christian Chagog, Tiffany Allen, Shane Jones, Jerry Labate, Jason Leiker, Johnson Liu, Natalie Gustav, Gabriela Giordano, Paul Anderson, Spencer Morton, Michelle Vargas. Kevin Connor. Dominic Nisley. Ellie Perez. Roshanik Gonzalez. Natalia Nunez Paz. Rafael Devenish. Jocelyn Garcia. Dayrell Diaz. Renee Mendoza. Lauren Lukasik. Stephen Nelson. Richie Joseph.
You should just let that go. Don't make him do it again.
All right, graduates. Okay, I was supposed to tell you to rise and then have an applause, but we've done that, okay? Thank you. Among our graduates receiving bachelor degrees today are those who have achieved the highest academic honors, which is signified by the wearing of green and blue honor cards. Please stand and remain standing as I call your honors designation. Undergraduate students who have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.9 or higher have received the highest honors designation of summa cum laude. Will those please stand? Remain standing. Undergraduate students who have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.71 to 3.89 have received the honors designation of magna cum laude. Will those students please stand? Undergraduate students who have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.50 to 3.70 have received the honors designation of cum laude. Those please stand. Honor graduates, we commend you on your superlative achievement. You may be seated. Additionally, those graduates wearing red, white, and blue honor cards that you may observe signify those who have performed great service to our country as members of our proud United States military. Will those graduates please stand so we can thank you for your service?
And now for all of those of you who are not called upon to stand by Provost Lawrence, but who have finished their degree and had a good time at FGCU, please stand. Appreciate it. Thank you. As I always say, these are my people. That's thank you all for congratulations to all, honors and others. Graduates, congratulations on all you've accomplished. And we all wish you great success in the future. As I've said to many of you personally, I don't congratulate you on what you've done. I congratulate you on what I know you will do. And I know you will go out and make a difference. And you'll make this institution proud, and you'll continue to build the brand that you now carry yourself. So it's with great sincerity that I say thank you for being part of this FGCU family. And now please stand and give a round of applause to the faculty and staff who have supported you, advised you, directed you, and who are well known across this campus for all they do every day. Thanks. It's now my pleasure to introduce and welcome Mr. Jesse Bouchard, class of 2007, and the chair of the FGCU Alumni Association Board of Directors, Mr. Bouchard.
I was asked to dance my way up to the podium, but I promise I'll spare all of you that sight, okay? So I'm the last speaker before we get to go and celebrate, so how about I make this one really short and sweet? Sound good? All right, 12 years ago, I sat right there where you are. Luckert College of Business, represent! Congratulations once again. What an honor it is to celebrate with you guys here today. And on this special day, you guys are about to step into the real world. And you have to realize this room is full of special, special people. But the world is full of very special people. So when you're getting out there, what's going to separate you guys from the rest of the pack? My advice for you, hard work, dedication, be a person of character, be committed, be focused. A mentor of mine once told me that success is rented, not owned, and the rent is due every single day. Hard work, dedication, be forward thinking. These are the items that separate one special person from the next. As you leave here today, if I could give you guys any advice, it's to remember this moment. Remember this day, cherish this day. Remember all the hard work and dedication it took to get you here. Always remember, look around, friends, family, faculty, mentors. You guys have developed such great relationships here at FGCU. No matter where you go in life, FGCU will always be our common intersection. FGCU will always be home. And today you join an alumni family of over 35,000 strong, and I encourage you, please give back with your time, your talent, your treasure. Volunteer your time in your colleges. Stay connected. Share your celebrations and your victories with the university. Attend our Strikes for Scholarships events. Attend homecoming. Be active. Be involved. Become a Forever an Eagle. You can learn more about all the great things you can participate in outside at the alumni booth. And in closing, I look forward to seeing you guys soar high like only Eagles can. Congratulations, class of 2019. Wings up and go Eagles!
Thank you, Jesse Bouchard. At this time, I'm going to ask the graduates to stand and give one more round of applause, and that's to your family, friends, and all of those who are here to support you today and through your time here. Please thank them as well. And now, everyone in the audience, please rise and join our vocalist, Dr. Jeannie Darnell, and the Suncoast Brass Quintet in the singing of the first verse of the alma mater, which is in your program on page 40. Jeannie?
We salute our alma mater, for she gave us wings to fly.
Graduates, in closing, let me simply say this. This is a special place, and you've made it special. Your ambition, your commitment, and the destination you're heading, all of you are heading for, have enriched your time here, enriched our time here, and will be a launching pad for the future. I think, as some of you know, I've been at public higher education for 48 years, and I have come to appreciate what a special place FGCU is. So I hope you'll remain connected. I hope you'll continue to come back and help us make this place ever better. I hope you'll represent us with pride, and because we'll be proud of you. So please, please stay connected and stay part of the FGCU family. And now please remain standing for the recessional. Please wait until the platform party has exited, then the students will exit, and then all of the guests can join your students out in front in the plaza. Have a great day, have a great weekend. Go Eagles!